Today we are going to be talking about mosaic theory. This is one of the ways in which an analyst can make alpha, that is generate alpha, even in a semi-strong efficient market. Like in most markets, whatever is public information is already priced in the stock price, right? That's what we have learned. So without having insider information, can you generate alpha or can you generate excess returns? And one way to do that is given by this mosaic theory. It's part of our standard 2 in ethics. So it's an ethics question that typically you will get on this topic. To understand mosaic theory, we need to know what is forbidden. What is forbidden is using MNPI, material non-public information. Two things: the information has to be material, that it moves the stock price or the bond market bond price. Also, it should be non-public. If it's already known to the public, there was an earnings announcement last night, that's known to everyone. That information you can obviously use. But if it is material, but it is also non-public, we can't use that. But based on a set of analysis, if you come to a conclusion that is material, but it is right now not publicly known, you can generate alpha. I'll give you an example. Let's look at two big companies selling electronics items. Let's say Reliance and Tata Chroma in India, right? So two big giant electronic retailers. So if you go and get information from the management without the rest of the public knowing, that is illegal. But what if you went and sat in the nearest parking lot of a Reliance Digital store? You kept track of the average number of cars that were coming in. Let's say it's 100 a day, but after a few months, you see an uptick. You see a 20%, 30%, maybe now it's 125 cars. And this by itself is not material information, right? Okay, there were 100 cars last week, now it's 120 cars in the parking lot. It's not, but it is also not public information. No one else knows. I mean, most likely not many people at least know that. But if you can combine this with some other public information, maybe you have some other analysts going out and checking what's happening in Tata Chroma, and they don't see this happening. Their car parking situation is probably the same or even negative, that the cars, let's say they had last week to this week, when you compare it, it hasn't gone up. So then maybe you can extrapolate and say that this retailer, electronic retailer Reliance, might be having a much better quarter compared to Tata Chroma, Tata Digital. That can drive positive alpha. That can drive excess returns. And this is what is combining what is immaterial, non-material, public, non-public information, right? So the fact that there were more cars in the parking lot than last month, that is non-public, but it's also non-material by itself. But you have combined that to create an analysis from where you have come to a relatively material conclusion that the sales in Reliance Digital is going to outperform Tata Chroma by X percentage. Right? So this you could do obviously using AI. You can look at the satellite imagery of the parking lot. You could go talk to the manager. So a lot of ways in which you can get small pieces of non-material information, but combine it all together and come up with something that will be very valuable for you and your clients. So this is mosaic theory, but be very careful. Make sure you document how you did your analysis, how you got this data, because you don't want to be embroiled in an insider trading case. All right, all the very best with your CFA preparation.